A taser is a brand of a conducted electrical weapon, CEW, that incapacitates a target by firing two probes connected by wires, delivering a high-voltage electrical charge to induce temporary neuromuscular incapacitation, NMI. This NMI results in involuntary muscle contractions, loss of voluntary muscle control, and the inability to move or respond. For law enforcement, military, and civilians, tasers offer a less lethal option for neutralizing threats and de-escalating dangerous situations. By delivering an incapacitating electric shock, they can help improve safety outcomes for both the user and the subject.
Benefits for law enforcement and security: reduces injuries. Studies have shown that when a conducted energy weapon, CEW, is used instead of other means of force, such as batons or physical confrontation, there is a lower incidence of injuries to both suspects and officers. One report found that the use of CEWs reduced officer injuries by 87% and suspect injuries by 79%. Encourages de-escalation. The mere presence of a taser can be an effective de-escalation tool. In many cases, the threat display, such as the sound of the device being armed, is enough to gain compliance from a suspect without needing to discharge the weapon. Helps resolve conflict safely. By temporarily incapacitating a non-compliant or violent individual, a taser provides officers with a window of opportunity to take control of a situation safely. This is particularly effective against subjects who may be under the influence of drugs or adrenaline and unresponsive to other commands. Alternative to lethal force. As a less lethal alternative, tasers can help reduce fatal police shootings, especially when dealing with dangerous situations where the suspect does not pose an immediate deadly threat. This provides a valuable intermediate option on the use of force continuum. Increases officer standoff distance. Tasers have an effective range of up to 45 feet, depending on the model. This allows officers to create more distance between themselves and a potential threat, which is a safer option than hand-to-hand tactics. Benefits for civilians. Provides a less lethal self-defense option. For individuals seeking a self-defense tool without the legal and ethical liabilities of a firearm, a taser offers a viable option. Buys time to escape. The temporary incapacitation of an attacker gives a civilian user a critical window to escape to safety and call for help. Allows for distance. Unlike a stun gun, which requires direct contact, a taser can be fired from a distance, allowing the user to maintain a safe separation from an assailant. Easier to use than firearms. Tasers are often simpler to operate than firearms and require less training to use effectively, which can be an advantage for individuals seeking a practical personal safety device. Limitations and risks. It's important to note that tasers are not without controversy and risk. They are considered less lethal, not non-lethal, because there is a possibility of serious injury or death, particularly for individuals with certain health conditions. Potential limitations and risks include potential for misuse. Critics raise concerns about the potential for tasers to be overused or deployed unnecessarily in situations that do not warrant such force. Variable effectiveness. A taser's effectiveness can be reduced by factors like heavy or layered clothing, as the probes may fail to make proper contact. Some reports also suggest that tasers fail to subdue a suspect in a significant percentage of deployments, exacerbating situations. Some studies have found that after being tased, suspects can become more aggressive. Lack of stopping power against lethal threats. A taser is not an appropriate tool for confronting a lethal threat, such as an attacker with a knife or gun. It is not infallible, and many law enforcement agencies train officers to have a lethal force backup.
In conclusion, security organizations should consider the use of tasers as a less lethal force option to de-escalate and control dangerous situations, increase safety for officers and the public, and reduce liability risks. However, this is balanced against concerns about unreliability, potential for misuse, and health risks to vulnerable individuals.